What's up, guys? Welcome to Daily Refinement. This is a very heavy episode, so please smash the like button, consider subscribing. I have $212 in sales so far in my experiment of building a $1,000 a week income starting from scratch, but I don't have any cash yet. I'm going to explain why that is. It's because I have a hold. So if you click in here, in your seller hub and you click payments, you can see here I don't have any available funds. They're holding 100% of the sales that I have. So if you guys are following along in the reseller field guide, in the optional ledger on the bottom, I'm going to go over profit loss of every single item. So my goal is to start with nothing and end with a 860 item store that sells about $150 profit every single day. So one of the problems I'm running into as a new seller is I don't have any money, so I have to wait for money to come in before I can buy things. Consignment, right now I'm working out consignment terms with myself because I think that you really only need one or two consignment clients to really build up a business, and I'll go over that in just a second, the terms that I'm setting for myself. But these are tips that you can use to get things if you don't have any capital from your friends and family. You have to come up with terms that are favorable for them, so they actually want to give you their items to sell. So these are 10 things that you can do while you're waiting for cash. Now, because of the delay, it's actually saying that the items they won't release my funds until August 13th. So since I'm trying to expedite this, I actually learned about this tab in your orders section where it goes over your shipping labels. I never used this before, and it goes over on the right. You can check quickly if your items are in transit or not. So I ship on Sundays, but yesterday I was looking at my store, and you can see here I'm scrolling through all of my items on the right and looking in transit, in transit, in transit, in transit. That means all of these are scanned. So currently, because there are new pandemic restrictions in my area, they kind of shut down things again. You guys know I live in California, so it's relatively strict. So I can't have pickup right now currently in my area. So I'm going to the post office, and it's just like my colleague Tech and Sports says, it's like NASCAR style. I show up in the back and they scan all my items for me because I place them all in order. Also, I had to do something different, which I haven't had to do before. I have to separate first class and priority. So now as I'm making my orders, I separate first class and priority to make sure that it's easier for them to scan because they go in two different areas in the back. So sometimes you can drive to the back of your post office and drop items off direct, and you want to make it as easy as possible so they want to work with you. So I go in the back and they quickly scan all my items. It's awesome because some people have problems with tracking uploading in time, and you get paid a lot later. So I want to show eBay that I'm serious. All my items are in transit. And let's go to the next one, which is you need to find out your post offices. So there are 19 post offices in my area. So within, I would say, 3 or 4 miles, there's 19 post offices. I have one 5 p.m., one 6 p.m., one 10 p.m., 124 hour. That's actually a little bit further away. And then there's also a self-scanning location. There's only one 24-hour location in my area, and it's at the airport. So that's something for you guys to think about. If you're really trying to get paid, you want to ship your items as soon as possible. So all of these holds will be removed and your customers can leave you positive feedback as soon as possible. So there's a self-scanning location also where you can go scan your item, and what that will do is it will stop the clock on eBay for as far as the shipping timer, but it won't count towards item delivered because that scan that you do doesn't really count the same as if they scan it. So it's just something to consider. Look at the different post offices in your area and figure out what gives you the latest drop off, because in the beginning you have more time than money. You can drive to somewhere further away to a different post office if you don't like the post office near you or whatever, because in the beginning, again, you have a lot of time and not enough money. So next, I recommend that you guys find an eBay friend locally. This is actually a huge hack. If you can find somebody around you, you can source different types of products as them. You can start creating a routine, and it can make this journey a little less lonely because finding an eBay friend really does help because they can just show you the ropes. we do have a Facebook group. So if you hop in here, you can search by area and figure out who is in your area, what people are selling. Here we have Joshua talking about his shoe hustle. So if you wanted to network with only shoe sellers, you could get in there. But I recommend that you network with other resellers because it's going to help you level up much faster. Okay, next is developing a sourcing route. This is massive. So in my area, there are 200 thrift stores and 6 Goodwill bins. Okay, so people talk about different places to live. I live in a really high cost of living place. I just read an article by Financial Samurai that a family of 4 in California, if you want to own a home, it's around $350,000 a year you have to earn in order to buy the average home here, which is $1.8 million, have 2 kids, and I'll do all the contributions. I thought this is a really fascinating article because people don't really break it down. What does it actually cost to live in an area like San Francisco where I live, and to live a normal U.S. life of like house, 2 kids, dog, $350K here. Also, something I want you guys to consider is in here, they actually go over the salary requirements for each different state. If I moved to Dallas, it would only be $48,000 to raise a family of 4. So let me know in the comment section below where you live and what you think your standard of living is to raise a family of 4. I live in the second most expensive area, but bringing this all the way back to my original point, I have unlimited sourcing. I have 200 Ross, Marshalls, Burlingame, Nike outlet. So it's like, yes, it's going to cost me. It doesn't cost me that much money to live here. I think I can actually comfortably live on $4,500 a month, but there's so many sourcing opportunities on the coasts that I wouldn't necessarily rule out living in an expensive area because I never have a sourcing problem. There's tons of ways to get inventory here. Okay, so you want to build your route. I'm going to go over this a little bit heavier because once this money actually hits and I have some cash, I'm going to start doing garage sales and thrift stores and show you guys how quickly that can multiply. Next, I want to go over this block of buyer listing thing. Now it's pretty frustrating being a brand new seller on eBay because most things are scams. So it's really annoying because I've had listings removed already because the buyer is a scammer, and when they remove the buyer's bid, they remove the listing completely. So I have to go back and relist. It's a little bit frustrating, but it's important to understand in the beginning, no one trusts you. I only have one feedback. You're not going to get people to take you seriously until you have, in my opinion, like 100 feedback, and then all those scam requests will be reduced. They don't go away because in my big store with 27,000 items, I still get scam requests every single day. Like on this Balmain jeans, I'll get offers of $299, even though it's listed for $299. So what that means is a bot is going through eBay and making offers, and if you're not paying attention, you'll accept it, and then now you got to deal with that listing potentially being canceled by eBay, which is very frustrating, or them not paying, and it's just you got to pay attention. So another thing that you can do to boost sales in the beginning is you can send an offer. So it's important, in my opinion, when you're starting to send offers one by one. You don't want to send it bulk because you need to learn what your market is. This is an Apple trackpad, and one day it already has 4 watchers. I don't need to discount this very much. I'm actually going to do 10%, which is unnecessary. But let me do 10% off. 10% off. That will make this trackpad $68. I believe that the 4 interested buyers, 1 will buy this by tomorrow. So we'll find out. But on items that are sensitive like this, and you can get that many watchers right away, the items don't need to be discounted very much to sell quickly. But I need cash, so I am liquidating things quickly. And people are saying, do I normally sell items this cheap? No, not really. Not this cheap. I do try to sell items below market, but right now I'm kind of giving away items because I'm desperate. And I literally don't have any cash to do this experiment with. I have no money. I have to start with things around the house. I found that shirt in the trash, and also had a Facebook Marketplace sale. So I posted this bassinet that we no longer use because the baby is too long for $40, and $40 shipping, and somebody bought it already. So I'll be shipping this tomorrow. And unfortunately, it wasn't a local purchase. And so there was a couple big problems with this. One, I had to dig through the trash again to find a box to ship this in. So you'll see tomorrow how ridiculous the box is that I pulled out of the trash and how ugly it looks. But that's part of the beginning part of it. I wish somebody had just picked this up locally. And I didn't realize that. Actually, I still don't understand how you get paid on Facebook Marketplace for a shipment. So again, in the beginning, you got to do what you got to do. Shipping something like this is a pain in the butt, but luckily I have experience shipping, so it'll be fine. But just got to do whatever you can. Facebook Marketplace is massive. You can sell things locally and turn over your cash a lot quicker when you're just starting. So it's important to do that. Let's go back to, so let's go ahead and send this 10% offer. And I bet you by tomorrow this is sold. So let's go ahead and try it. Okay, offer to watchers has been set. Okay, send off. Consignment terms. Okay, these are the consignment terms that I'm creating. So in the spreadsheet, essentially what I'm doing is I'm offering 50-50. So not including shipping. So I gave an example here because a lot of people are saying 50% after fees. There's no way I'm consigning my items with you if you want 50% after the fees. That's not enough. Because if I have a good item, I'll just sell it myself. I don't want to give it to you and get taxed that heavily on it. So as an example, if I sell this trackpad for $60 plus $10 shipping, I'm going to give the consigner, which in this case is myself, half. So 30 of the 60. I'm not going to take out all the fees and have 40 left and then give myself 20 for the trackpad because that's way too low. Like, yeah, I'm not going to accept $20 on an item that sells for $70. I wouldn't consign my items with myself in the future. So I'm going 50-50 because I feel like that is something that I would actually consider. If somebody wanted to work out with me free inventory and you want to do consignment, I will provide the items for you for free, but you have to make a minimum order of $5,000 per month. So if you want to order $5,000 worth of stuff for me per month and you want to do the consignment and you're really, really good at eBay, let's set it up. I'll provide the inventory essentially at no cost to you. You can sell it to me. You can give me the cash after the item sells. Now, this is important because if you are a great seller, you know what you're doing, you're organized, people will give you. You can't even list the items that people will give you because selling stuff online is more complicated than it looks. Most people who are watching this video can't be a reseller. I don't want to mislead everyone. Most people can sell a few things and make extra money, but running this like a business where it shoots out $1,000 a week profit and you're organized and you know your numbers, most people can't do that. Just want to be straightforward. Building a $1,000 a week income is pretty complex. There's a lot of things that you have to do. And the number one thing that people don't want to do is learn their numbers. So on that, this trackpad that I'm selling for $60 plus shipping, I'm only expecting to make $20 profit on a $70 item. Right? Think about that, $20 profit on a $70 item because I don't have the luxury of buying items right now because I don't have any money. So once you can see here, I've kind of limited this to 10 items so far. The reason why is because I don't want to complicate the consignment too much because I know that I could build $1,000 income in consignment in just 1 month because I don't need any of my own capital. I would just go find people to give me stuff to sell. I would list like a maniac and within a month I would have 860 items in my store and I would already be at that income level. But because I want to show people what kind of items I will buy, I'll try to limit the consignment because it's kind of like a guaranteed way to get to your goal is consignment, but it's a lot of work and I want people to understand the numbers behind it at first because selling an item for $70 and only making $20, you have to really know what you're doing. Otherwise you're going to have returns and that will kill you as a consigner. You have to sell items really, really accurately and perhaps with no returns. Although, as you guys know, a buyer can force a return even if you have no returns. So here's my friend Matt. You can see his store is exceptional. If you want to play in this game where you sell every single item for really, really high prices, right? He doesn't need to sell very many items in order to reach his goal because his average sale price is about $100. So this is $100 in the pre-owned category means you've got to take really exceptional photos. You can see he photoshops every single item. He look at this detailed shot. Like, this is better than Nordstrom's, right? It's giving you the exact detail on the freaking button. That's not normal. The tags are perfectly straight. This is an example of a super high caliber store that's asking a lot of money. Matt will never run out of inventory because why wouldn't you want to sell your items with Matt? He gets top dollar for every single item. His cost of goods is zero. He doesn't put any money up front. So yes, some people are saying consignment is a little bit more difficult for beginners. I agree with you. I didn't say it was easy. I didn't say this challenge was easy. I just said that this is one option. I recommend consignment for people who know what they're doing, but don't want to use a lot of capital. If you don't know what you're doing, I'm going to recommend you do what I did, which is start by selling things around the house. Get a little bit of a budget. It's going to take you a while for eBay to remove these holds, but once they remove the holds, we're going to have some fun because we're going to garage sales and thrift stores. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's not as fun for me to go treasure hunting as it is to make a lot of money. So, and going treasure hunting usually doesn't make a lot of money because it's very time consuming. I would rather order things that come in or learn how to do some bulk buying so that I can spend the majority of my time listing as many items as possible and not treasure hunting. That being said, I think there's a couple of people on YouTube that I really admire that have this model where they find cool things and share it. So a couple of examples, we've got Lavender Clothesline. Karen's great. I think judging by her store, I would say she does 10 to 20 sales per day. Harry Tornado, similar vibe. Part-time Pickers, similar vibe. The thing is, one thing that happens when you buy things to resell on a YouTube channel, you actually are forced to find really good items because you can't just find run-of-the-mill items. Like my store, if I were to share, I had 180 sales in the last day and a half. If I were to share what I found, you guys would be super bored. Like, here we go, Lane Bryant, Ann Taylor, Gap, J. Crew, Adriana Goldschmied, Red Cap. I sold one of my guides, which I don't recommend that you guys buy my guide because it's the same price as my Facebook group, and the Facebook group gives you the guide for free. So I appreciate you guys supporting me. Once in a while, I do sell a guide, but it's not the majority of my sales. People are saying, oh, all of your eBay sales are your guide. Not really. Some of my sales are my eBay guide. I probably sell 1 or 2 a day, but the majority is just boring clothing. Nautica, Mountain Hardware, PacSun, Chaps, Ralph Lauren, Abercrombie and Fitch, Ben's, Paper Denim and Cloth, Dress Barn, Trina Turk. If you were to go to any mall in America, you could find the items that I sell. It's not very exciting, but that's the difference between me trying to sell 200 items a day and me selling 10 items a day that are really cool. So it's important to look at the difference. In the 200 items that I'm trying to sell each day, I probably will have 10 somewhat cool items. But again, you can scroll, like, okay, here's an item that's kind of cool. It's an Ed Hardy swimsuit. It's not that cool, but it's okay. Like, if I were to say I found this at a garage sale, let's see if I can pull this up for you guys. If I can show you that I got this at a garage sale, it's pretty cool, right? I could talk about this on my YouTube channel and you guys would say, oh, you cheap sold it. It's worth way more than, let's see what I get. I got around $30 for it. So is it worth more than 30? Probably. I mean, probably could sell this for $40 or $50 now that time is like kind of back in style. This is okay. But again, there's a difference between trying to run, like, I would consider myself a reseller and then a YouTuber. Right now, currently, more than, I'd say, definitely the majority of my income comes from just this one eBay store, right? So this is the majority of my income, so I consider myself a reseller first, YouTuber second. Right, so that's something to consider. Now that I have more time, I'm going to be making more YouTube videos because I'm spending some time at home. I'm actually going to take August kind of off. I'm going to be spending more time at home because my wife's going back to work. So I'm excited to take care of the baby for a month. So kind of excited to do that. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you smash the like button. Consider subscribing. Oh yeah, join the Facebook group. Patreon.com/The Resellers Podcast. These are the different benefits. We can show you guys how to list in 1 to 2 minutes. Live photography help. We have accounting help. We have book club Mondays, which just happened earlier, which was excellent. Bolo Sundays, we talk about what's sold. Jack is a 7-figure Amazon seller. He goes over what he buys in online arbitrage on Friday. So he does 100% of his sourcing at home, even though he does 7 figures. So you don't have to leave your house. My guide is included, and also I do live coaching 5 times a week. Tech and Sports, the largest one-off seller I've ever met in person. He does coaching on Tuesday night, any level. And then we have our Facebook group. We're adding a jewelry call with Linda, and we're going to be adding Poshmark and shoe sellers, potentially in the one call, maybe 2 separate calls. So $34.99 a month is about $1 a day if you want to join the group and learn it. But again, you can just follow this series for free. So $1 a day gets you into the Facebook group, which has over 800 people now. And everyone in the group is very, very positive, sharing what they want to do. I just added a couple of rules, actually, which I want to... let me put this in here. Essentially, how you crush reselling is you just share your processes, goals, and questions. So just say, like, there are no stupid questions. Just say, I'm trying to figure out my photo setup, and these are the things that I've tried, and this is what I'm trying to achieve, but I can't really figure it out. Boom. People will respond and tell you exactly what you need to do to get to that next level. You can tag me or Tech and Sports, and we respond to every single tag. So you just tag us and we'll help you out. Also, we recommend that you read the pinned announcement post at the top of the group, because it goes over our whole group in detail. All the videos, all the guides are pinned in the Facebook group in the announcement page. So if you come in, you can go there. We'll literally tell you how to use it. So I appreciate you guys. See you next time.